All right, I found this following clip to be pretty fascinating, though not surprising, stuff I've heard before pretty much, but this is from Jeremy Corbell from the Weaponized podcast. I recommend checking it out. Again, non-Christian source. There is some cussing, but it is a wealth of information, this podcast is. So, Jeremy Corbell, great, source of information, like I said, and I believe him. And there's not everybody in the UFO community do I believe, but I believe him, and it just seems like him and George are just like bursting at the seams. They want to share so much more information than they can. But here, just check this out. This is only part of it. I mean, I'm only going to show you a couple minutes, but the whole thing, though, if you listen to it, it's pretty fascinating, as it always is. They have a couple guys on this this particular episode that I recognize, especially the long-haired dude. But that's one of the guys I listen to, the Post-Disclosure World YouTube channel. But yeah, check out this podcast, Weaponize, and check out this clip especially. It's pretty interesting.
That footage, I don't know what Chris Mellon said. That's great. He's seen something. George and I are reporters, and people send us stuff. He and I can both attest. We have seen high fidelity of things that are so egregiously bizarre, you guys. I'll just admit it. We have been exposed to every type of footage you can imagine. Every type. Lots of it. And this has happened for a while, and I don't know what to do. I mean, as a journalist, we are able to be exposed to these things, and they're, it's shocking. There's a lot of footage. There's a lot of footage from this aggregate program called Immaculate Constellation, and not even within that program. That program was just siphoning off. Can I explain this real quick, what that was, you guys?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Our sensor platforms, from space to air to sea to undersea, pick up all the time highly anomalous things that are unambiguously UAP. That's fact. I can attest to that as a human being sitting in front of you, that George and I have been exposed to it. I'm not going to go any further today, but that is fact. We have been. So what happens is you have our government saying all of this reporting is coming in and it's going up on these classified servers, but what do we do with it? What do we do with it? So they've developed one of many programs that used to be called Immaculate Constellation, where they will pull the best of the best, a lot of it using AI, and they will pull these into an archive and have them assessed in secret groups. So that's what Immaculate Constellation actually was an aggregate program to take all of that footage, bring it in, nothing facing internally to the U.S. So if we're doing any exploitation, if it's anything with us, nothing. But to other countries and just passive and active picking up UAP, that's what Immaculate Constellation did, and now it's under a different name, but it does the same thing, and it's one of many programs. So I can attest, and so can George, that footage of high quality from all domain is something that exists. It's unambiguous. Now the question is, who do you show it to? Who gets to see it? What actions can they take? I don't know. I'm not in charge here. Is there an adult in the room?
Jeremy, DOD spokesperson says there is no record of anything called Immaculate Constellation within the Department of Defense. I guess it can't be real then, right?
I think there will be clarity on that, because I think there's humans behind whistleblowing, and I think one day we're going to learn more about that. I hope that helps. Like when David Gresh came forward and he said, look, I dug into all these black projects and I had 40 witnesses. By the way, it's not the people that you know of and this sort of thing. This is deep within our intelligence agencies. David Gresh did bring 40 people to the ICIG. He did do that. He told it like it is. Yeah, it exists. It exists. It's the most frustrating thing in the world once you know for sure that high quality data exists and the people that should see it haven't seen it, and you're kind of stuck. You don't know what to do about it. That's how I feel.
But maybe a technicality could be it exists or existed, but not within the Pentagon.
Oh yeah, all those games, like Immaculate Constellation was not.
All right, I'll leave it at that for now. Guys, let me know what you think. And yeah, I hope to release a lot more videos soon. I know I keep talking about that. Just so much stuff, though, I've been finding out there on different podcasts and things, but I have very little time to report on that. I just want to get some of the more interesting things out there and just share it with you every once in a while from time to time. So let me know what you guys think.